Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Deck Tech. So today we're talking about first Sliver, especially the mana base. So let's get right into it. So the first Sliver is a 5-color commander, just like every other Sliver commander. So this mana base actually is going to be for not only any Sliver, but also any tribal kind of situation. So except for Sliver Hive, every other card that you have here can be used for a tribe commander that's 5 colors. It can be whatever, you choose whatever you want to do, but yeah, these are going to be the most useful land cards ever. So on a 5-color commander, what you want the most is going to be color accessibility. Therefore, everything you see here is going to be giving that color accessibility. So let's begin with the best land that you can have, which is going to be the Command Tower. It has 0 repercussions. It'll add 1 mana into your mana pool for any color in your commander identity. It gets you whatever you want, okay? Same thing is going to happen when you play Cavern of Souls. It adds you 1 mana, but only to cast a specific creature type, which is going to be of your choosing, and then when you choose them, it can't be countered. So it's actually protecting if you choose Sliver. So that's actually not detrimental at all, therefore becoming a better commander tower, but it's only for Slivers, which means it's not the best one in the game like Commander Tower is, but it is even better than Commander Tower in terms of functionality. Now you have Sliver Hive, which lets you add 1 mana only for Sliver spells. And it can also, for 5, put a colorless Sliver creature token into the battlefield, and only if you control a Sliver. So that's where this token comes in. Also, Sliver Queen can make this token, but yeah, that's another thing for another video. So Secluded Courtyard is gonna be the same as Cavern of Souls. So it says, add 1 mana of any color, spend this mana only to cast a creature spell of the chosen type or activate an ability of a creature card of the chosen type. And we have the 2 ones that are subject to you having creatures, which is Ancient Cigarette. Add 1 mana of any color only to play creature spells, and Thran Quarry, which gives you 1 mana of any color, but you need to have you need to have creatures. If you don't, you need to sacrifice Thran Quarry. Okay, so those are going to be the requirements for having that any color land kind of situation, and that's how you get the 5-color commanders out. Specifically, the first Sliver to me is the best Sliver out of the 5 or 6 that we have already. Right, it's gonna be first Sliver, Queen, Overlord, High Lord, Legion, and the Grave Mother is the new one. So yeah, you can have those Slivers come out with any of these cards in the mana base. It's gonna be great. And if you take out Sliver Hive, like I said, you can play any other commander if it's tribal. But yeah, how else we can make this better? Well, we have the fetch lands here, which are going to be a dual mega cycle of lands that for 1 life you sacrifice them and search for any of the land type, basic land type that you see in the card. So this does not give you red or white, but it will search for a mountain or a plains. That's how it works. And it has a color for visibility aspect, but it has no identity. So in the case of these cards, what's going to happen is that each one of these fetch lands can search for 7 of any of these cards that are the shock lands, because they have types. So the Arid Mesa can search for a mountain or a plains, and you have here mountain or plains, so you can use this one to search for this one. But you can also, through a plains, look for an island. So because this one can search for plains, and this one is both plains and island, then you can actually get a blue land without actually having to sacrifice a blue shock land, fetch land. So you can get the shock without the right amount of fetch. Okay, that means that you're gonna have different kinds of targets for fetching or for searching in your deck, depending on what your needs are in the present and in the future. So yeah, if we go by that logic, there are 10 lands that are shocks that are going to be one for each guild, and that means one for each color combination of 2. And that leaves out that there are, since you can see here, there is one land that is of both colors. No other land is going to be also both colors because that one is already it. But there are also 3 lands that are red without white, and 3 lands that are white without red. Therefore, there are 3, and then that additional 1 that gives you 7 targets that each fetch land can have, because the same situation is going to apply here. There are 3 cards that are white but not blue, and 3 cards that are blue but not white, aside from the one that is blue and white that you can search. Okay, so that way each and every single fetch land actually has 7 different targets, and so all 10 can search for all 10 eventually. But if you wanted a specific color within those 7 targets, it's gonna be all 5 colors. Essentially, all the fetch lands for 1 mana for searching, it's actually going to give you whichever 1 color that you want. It's gonna stay locked into 2 of the 5 that you chose forever, but you can actually keep searching if you get another fetch land, and eventually you're going to piece it out together to find the 5 that you need for your commander. So yeah, that's how you actually use the shocks and fetches to get any color land within even having just a dual land present. So if you have 2 dual lands, you can get 4 of the colors, and then it's pretty useful to have those 4 and then have a 5th one, or then get ramp, and then whatever you don't get from ramp you find with the fetches, you fetch for it or tutor it, whatever you want to do. Okay, so here's the thing. This is not the only cycle that is typed. There is also not only the shocks, which cost you 1 life, but there's also the OG duels, which don't cost anything. They come in untapped. So this land had 7 targets here. It'll also have 7 targets here. And so that means that every fetch land has 14 targets, 7 on the shocks and 7 on the OGs, which means that every single land that you have in your deck is actually going to be either giving you 2 or letting you get whichever of the 5. And that's how you find the most accessibility on any 5 color deck's mana base. Okay, so yeah, let me know which one of your guilds is your favorite, as well as comment which one of these 5 color lands are actually more useful. Some people say this is better than this, or this is better than this, or that Sliver Hive is not that good because it's only for slivers, and if you don't want to play only slivers, you want to make sure that that one is not as good. But hey, Sliver Hive is really good here, right? Because it's a sliver deck. So yeah, let me know that, and yeah, comment, like, share, subscribe, and follow for more. Okay, so I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.